I'm going through the roll call to vote on that. We'd already heard from Councilmember Hauser, Councilmember Sepulveda.
Here.
Thank you. Councilmember Sledge.
Here, and I.
And I. And Councilmember Toombs.
Aye.
Thank you. Great, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members present. That is a quorum, so I will move on to our business. First item is Resolution RS 2021-811, sponsors Suara, Toombs, and Allen. This approves the second amendment to 2 grant contracts for constructing affordable housing between the Metro Housing Trust Fund Commission and Crossroads Campus and Westminster Home Connection. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing no hands raised, I would just like to ask the question, because I think this is a common problem. If someone could explain what the delay has been that has caused the need for an extension.
Madam Chair, this is Mike Jameson. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Mr. Jameson. You're recognized.
Thank you so much. So these extensions for both entities are for a 12-month duration, and they've both gotten a previous 12-month duration earlier, but there is no change to the terms otherwise. The finances remain the same. For Crossroads, which originally had $1 million fund, they encountered 2 issues. One was from the 2020 tornado that hit their project vicinity, and some underlying zoning issues. So that delayed their final financing plans. They're still on track to ground break in late March and move forward with the construction. They just need an additional extension to get to completion. Westminster, the cause of the delay was actually they have widened their project scope for the remaining projects. They've already completed out of, I think it's 68 projects, they've completed 20 of them, but they're getting additional matching funds to broaden this scope, securing another 7 sites. They've got to get matching funds to match that, and they're working on getting that financing, and they seem pretty confident they'll get it. But it's going to take this extension to make sure they're completed on time.
Great, thank you for that explanation. Are there any other questions? Seeing no hands, all those in favor, we'll do a roll call vote. Councilmember Hauser.
Yes.
Councilmember Sepulveda.
Aye.
Councilmember Sledge.
Aye.
Councilmember Toombs.
Aye.
Councilmember Welsh.
Aye.
6 in favor, 0 against, anyone abstaining. Great. Next item is RS 2021-812, sponsors Suara, Toombs, Taylor, and Welsh. This approves Amendment 2 to a subrecipient grant agreement from the Metro Development and Housing Agency to the Metro Action Commission to address rent and mortgage assistance for up to 3 months of eligible households resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion on this item? Seeing none, is there anyone from MDHA that would like to give any explanation?
This is Marvin Cox from Metro Action Commission. These are dollars that we're going to be using for mortgage assistance. As you're aware, the Metro Action Commission, we did get funds for rent, so we will be using these funds to assist households with mortgages with this additional funding that we have.
Great, thank you so much for that explanation. Any other questions? Seeing no other hands raised, we'll do a roll call vote. Councilmember Hauser.
Yes.
Councilmember Sepulveda.
Aye.
Councilmember Sledge.
Aye.
Councilmember Toombs.
Aye.
Councilmember Welsh.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. That is 6 in favor, 0 against, 0 not voting. That is all the items on our agenda. Are there any other items that anyone would like to bring up?
Yes, Chair Allen,
Councilmember-
Van Rees.
Yes, you were recognized.
Thank you very much. First of all, I've really been enjoying listening to the YouTube recordings of the Affordable Housing Task Force. I've found it surprisingly productive, which has been it's really exciting. So if you haven't been listening or you need to go back and refresh your understanding, I encourage members of this committee to do so. One of the things that I brought up to Mr. Claxton, as well as I think I mentioned to you at one point, and to the planning department, to add on to the idea list for affordable housing opportunities, the idea of reducing parking spaces requirements in exchange for affordable housing, to develop a very simple if this then that format, much of the same way that we would any sort of zoning overlay. But having seen that work in, I think, 3 now developments in District 8, and seeing other situations to where you've got affordable multifamily up where the parking lots are empty, that we need to understand that if it's near a transit line, if it's walkable, if this, and if that, to be able to reduce the parking down from 2 to 1.5 can actually increase our ability to add more housing to the affordable opportunities. So if I could, I just wanted to publicly ask you to make sure that that's on the list of things to review, since I'm not on those committees and because of just bandwidth, I haven't heard back from planning. So I'm going to formally ask you today to make sure and include that in the discussion. Thank you.
I have written it down, and we'll see to it that it happens. Thank you for taking the time to come to our committee to say that. And I see Councilmember Hauser's hand is also up. Councilmember Hauser, you're recognized.
Kind of a question in response to what Councilmember Van Rees had just brought up. I mean, I like the idea of us being able to reduce the number of parking spaces for our housing in these more transit available areas. I just wonder if anyone has experience on how that is actually implemented in those facilities. I mean, do you tell your tenants you get 1 space, but you get 2 spaces, or how does that work out in practicality?
Excellent question. I know that I've worked with LDG development on 3 community excited developments, both at Buffalo Trail Apartments, which is coming online now, as well as the 808 at Skyline Ridge and the Briarville Apartments next to Nosy College of Art. And all 3 of those have been able to secure 1.5 instead of 2, and they have not, they still have available parking spots. So to speak directly to a for-profit and a nonprofit developer about how they implement it would be a great opportunity on that task force to have those discussions. And I encourage Council Member Allen to ask those questions since those people are there and can answer them. But I've seen no difficulty. And again, it's if this, then that, right? So there may be situations to where it shouldn't apply, but I've seen it work. So I want to make sure that it's one of those things in our toolbox.
Thanks. I think those are great questions. And I will say I have certainly seen a number of other cities that have either done that or have said, you know, make the space for extra parking if you need it later, but you don't have to build it now. And then they're able to see that they don't need it, so then they don't have to spend the money to create it, which is save them the same, you know, expense so that they can lower the rent, which is the ultimate goal. So I think that's a great suggestion. Any other comments or thoughts? I will say that the Affordable Housing Task Force is about midway through our process. We have, as Councilmember Van Rees mentioned, gotten to the point now that we've heard from a lot of area experts. We have put together a wonderful and long list of suggestions, both of things we can do to preserve housing that already exists that's affordable and to create more. We will ultimately refine that down to things that we expect could be implemented easily in the next 1 to 3 years. But hopefully we'll have a long list that will also sort of guide us for the next 10 years. So with that, if there are no other items, I will adjourn this meeting. You're adjourned.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information about this and other programs, visit nashville.go.